We're off to Castle Crags today. Castle Crags is about an hour north of Reading by car, just north of Shasta Lake and up in the mountains. It's an interesting place with tall, towering crags, but you'll see as we go along. We're on our way to Castle Crags now and just about to go over the bridge at Bridge Bay. And as we come over the bridge, you'll notice that the lake itself is down a ways. We are at the beginning of the water year. The water year in California starts on the 1st of October or the end of September. But notice as we go across the bridge and look out over the lake that you can see that the water is down quite a ways. Well, the reservoir is doing just exactly what it's supposed to do. This is actually 101% of historic average. So at this point, as soon as it starts raining again, it's supposed to rain this week, we're going to start seeing water rising in the reservoir here. And hopefully it'll come up to near the top as it did earlier this year. Okay, here's a good view of Castle Crags from Interstate 5. We're just about to make the turnoff at Castella. We're going to climb up near that dome on the right. There's a fee required for entrance into the park and climbing up to the crags, which you can see above the entrance station here. It's not always manned, but there is a place to pay as you come into the park. Partway up the Castle Crags Trail, you'll find this cross trail. This is the Pacific Crest Trail. You can go to Mexico and Canada on this trail. This is the first part of the trail still going a little bit steeply uphill, not too bad. And it's also beautiful with these very nice trees. We're about 50 minutes into the trip now, and this is the first real view of the crags. It's been pretty much steady uphill all the way along here, and it continues as we go on up into the crags. But you can get an idea just looking at this, just how pretty this trail is. Castle Crags is partly a California state park and also part of Shasta Trinity National Forest. Here's the boundary between. And in the Forest Service area, this is actual wilderness. We're just on the edge of the trail here as we're nearing about as far up as we're going to go, another 20 or 30 minutes. And then off in the distance, of course, is Mount Shasta. As we go higher, the view keeps on getting better. There's Mount Shasta again and Castle Dome, trail dome. There's another picture as we go on up the trail. I have the tree in the way, otherwise there'd be a lot of sunshine. Some dramatic spires along the trail here. Most of this trail is fairly safe, but this one little spot right here is one area where you can fall and ruin your day. So we're just going to be real careful as we walk along this one. This is one of my favorite spots along the trail. Castle Dome on the left, Mount Shasta in the distance. And then where we're going is just right up there, just in this bowl created by the spires, and there's the trail going on up the hill. We're up in the bowl now. It's just at the top of the trail. It's possible to go further in multiple directions. But here we are where most people stop and where I've typically stopped. There's some places that I like to sit up the way up here. And then look behind and take a look how jagged those spires are. They are so jaggedy. Now if you look over this way, you can see Castle Dome. Some people climb that, but I think climbing that is a bad idea. It's very steep, and one little misstep and a long way to the bottom. And on the other side over there, there's a very steep drop off. This is not the top. We're up a little bit from where I showed you the top of the trail. This is where I often like to sit because the view is so nice looking out this way, up to the south out here. This Castle Crags is a really interesting place geologically. And what makes it interesting is when you look at this from the air, Google Earth or whatever, you don't see in these mountains, you don't see this. I mean, you can see this one, but this is really the only place in this immediate area. And what I understand from reading about the geology of this is an igneous intrusion, and this rock is all granite. Now, if we look down at this rock right here, you can see that it's a different color than a lot of rock around Redding, which tends to be red. So this is it's a granite type rock, and what I understand happened on this is that this was an intrusion, like I said, that came up through the crust, and then as the glaciers in this area many years ago came through here, they eroded much of this of the softer material away, and what's left is this Castle Crags. So it's geologically interesting, and then, as I say, when you look at it from a distance, I remember looking at this from the top of Burney Mountain. I can see it from 50 miles away. It's so different. So this is it, Castle Crags. Good trip up. It's several miles worth the trip. This is the hiker's reward, sitting up here and looking out over all this country. Okay, well, we've come to the end of the trail up to Castle Crags. The whole trip probably took about 3.5 hours of walking. We were really up and back 4 hours. We spent about a half hour just sitting up there enjoying the scenery. This is the trail at the beginning. It gets tougher as we go up, as you saw. And then this is where we park. This is the Vista parking lot, and so our car's parked right up there, and then they go down this narrow little road and come back to the main road, Interstate 5. Well, this is the end of this video. If you like the kinds of videos I'm doing, just please subscribe, and if you would also like my video, then I'd appreciate that too.